You don't really want to play. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. Money, make you shut your mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say, stay up out of my way. Money, make you shut your mouth. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised, this is homicide. We just multiply, we been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money's what I'm talking about. They in my line, take me a different route. Use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that Soarin'. She always go ahead, let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, man. And you can never, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you play the game, then you play by the rules. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to do a little block of Renegade. So, new Renegade, niggas.
I don't get this motherfucker right. Right.
If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen. I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me your superstition. just with a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me, that be a no-no. I be deaf cause they so-so, WWE. I got the game in a chokehold, stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low, they like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag up them Cincos just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT when I was loving that Coco. Spit it all on some promo, I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love, I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust, that mean you breaking the bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks, so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas, I see you done change. Even when I touch my first million, I stay the same. You can't deliver the genre. Fuck this game like a porno. They hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me.
The Renegade. Back, we had a request to run it back. I don't always do this, but you know, when I have enough alcohol in me, I do have nice smoke. Shout out to Wine and White Hennessy. What up, Jay?
If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen, I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me your superstition that you been looking for ways. Get me up off this mission. My grandma told me, boy, watch what you pitching. You stay safe at the base and not what you whipping. They just all in my business. Scotty knows just what a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me, that be a no-no. I be deaf cause they so-so, WWE. I got the game in a chokehold, stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low, they like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag bag up them Cinco's just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT when I was loving that Coco. Spent it all on some promo. I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love. I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust. That mean you breaking a bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas. I see you done change. Even when I touch my first million, I stay the same. You can't deliver the know. Fuck this game like a porno. They hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go. Tryna make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas 40 deep. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me.
Edit his other video, oh yeah.
Talented young brother, man. It's a talented young brother.
And he also engineers his own music.
You gotta get him on here, but he's doing so much shit, can't never get him on here.
I mean, we have him on here, but he's like, nah, I got a schedule time. nigga, I'm the manager and family. How the fuck you gotta pencil me in?
That's how it
what
be,
the
man.
fuck?
That's how it be. But he's
how
doing good stuff, though. That's what it's all about. He's being productive. He's using his time wisely. He's still grinding, getting his money, and doing things to help him try to get money down the road. That's what it's all about.
Definitely. So, you want to talk hip hop or you want to do sports first?
Let's go ahead. We're going to try to get the sports out the way this time. We always start and we get derailed somehow talking about some crazy, old story or something that he tries to incriminate me on the air with all these allegations and such. I don't understand it, but that's, I guess that's where we are right now, man. But
does anybody know a pregnant married woman? That's all I gotta say.
I plead the fifth. All right, let's get into some DC sports. We're gonna definitely go deeper into it tomorrow night on Sports and Hill Podcast, starting at 7 o'clock as always. We streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. You can check us out just like you're checking us out right now, and then we'll have it up the following day on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And what's that other one? Anchor, yeah, Anchor.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing about this. We're on multiple platforms. Make sure you check us out. But if you've been following DC sports, I know a lot of you probably do. It's been a kind of a disappointing week for DC teams, especially the Capitals. I know it's not a lot of hockey fans, so I'm going to breeze through this real quick. But unfortunately, the Capitals went down 0-3 today, losing to the New York Islanders 2-1 in overtime.
New York's in the house.
Yeah, no doubt. This is kind of well, let me go real quick before I get my synopsis real quick. Game 1 was an unfortunate 4-2 loss for the Capitals. They had a 2-1 lead going into the third. Didn't come out prepared. The Islanders did, and they put it on them. They didn't play a full 60-minute game. Islanders took advantage, but also the Capitals lost Nicky Backstrom on a questionable hit from Anders Lee on the Islanders. He didn't get a game misconduct, but Backstrom sustained a concussion, which put him out of the game, which put the team in a bad spot because you have 4 centers. Their third center was out on paternity leave and was just getting cleared for quarantine and didn't have enough hours in order to make the game. So they had to go with 2 centers instead of 4 in the third period. And the Islanders just warmed down and took them out, unfortunately. Game 2, I thought would be a turnaround. They would be able to rebound. It looked good from the start. They were up 2-1. They were up 1-0, and then the Islanders just exploded in the second period. Once again, the Caps didn't play a full 60 minutes, and the Islanders under Barry Trotz, the Capitals' old coach that took them to the Stanley Cup, is basically putting on a clinic against his replacement, Todd Reardon, in D.C. And as I mentioned earlier, they lost today 2-1, down 0-3 with, I'm not sure what the next game is, but we'll break that down tomorrow. But it's not looking good for the Caps. I predicted at the beginning of the season that they would win the Cup this year. Nobody expected COVID. Nobody expected the situation. That definitely changed the complexion. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Everybody had to deal with the same situation, but it's not looking good for the Capitals. And you know what? The hell with the Islanders, man.
You know what the Caps need, though?
What's that?
A shot of Hennessy White.
Well, I think we done drunk all the bottle we got, so they gotta bring their own if they coming over, dog. Cause I know the way they feeling. They probably need some drinks right now, going down 0-3, and it's just
To wash them tears away.
I mean,
Because I'm gonna tell you, as a New Yorker, we you know what tastes better than Hennessy White? The tears of fallen victims.
hey, right now the Capitals definitely are a victim of the Islanders because they outplaying them. I mean, it's a close series, but the Islanders are taking advantage when the Capitals make mistakes, and unfortunately, they've been making a lot. They've had injury issues. Carlson was just coming back for the series. Backstrom's out. Eller hadn't been with the team because his wife had just had a baby. He was on paternity leave. So, no making excuses.
So he just let a little thing like childbirth stop him from playing.
It's ironic you said that because Boston, so you give me more hockey. Boston goalie Tuukka Rask played in the first round robin, but his wife was pregnant, and now he's opted out for the rest of the playoffs. So now fans are going in on him, calling him soft and all this and that because he wants to be around his kids and doesn't want to infect them, and he's opting out for the rest of the playoffs. So it's ironic you say that because some fans are pissed that he's actually trying to be safe and take care of his family.
So let me get this straight. Some couch potato ass people.
Pretty much.
Some people that are sitting on the couch are mad because a person wants to opt out because he has a newborn baby.
Yep. Yeah. You gotta love it, baby. You gotta love it.
So all those people that feel that way, this is what y'all can do. Start your car up. Start it up. Rev it up. Make it go, run for about a good 20, 30 minutes. And then go to the back of your car. Get down on your knees. Open your mouth and suck on your muffler. What the hell is wrong with you? Like that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard.
Bruh, the fans are going crazy.
You're not a fan, you're an idiot.
And plus they're Boston fans, so some of the Boston, I'm not gonna say they all are, but some of the Boston fans are have a little
assholes.
Oh, they have some racist bones in them too.
I mean, shout out to Boston, the only city in America that where it's still cool to be a racist.
I mean, they blatant with it when they had the Joe Ward incident when he played for the Capitals when he won the Game 7 up there. There was all types of N-bombs and everything dropped, and it was a big deal. The NHL made a statement about it. So Boston is a passionate, I'll say passionate, with air quotes, just so we can be politically correct, about their sports teams, and they're not afraid to say it. Robbie actually had an interaction with a Boston fan about that post, and her response was, "Pussy!"
Oh, man. That was her response?
She called him a pussy because he opted out.
No, she probably was smelling hers and she was saying what stank.
She want to know what that WAP is, I guess. She want to know what that what?
And it wasn't wet, it was weak ass pussy.
Oh, shit. I want to see who's going to make that song. I want to know who's going to make that song. I will pay to see somebody make that, do a parody video of weak ass pussy. Because a lot of females going to be upset because they're going to qualify for whatever the song is. They're going to be doing the check.
No, y'all qualify for the visual meaning of WAP.
They're going to have a check like, do I got weak ass pussy?
Yes. Yes, you do.
See, this is how we get sidetracked. I don't know how we got from hockey into talking about
to weekends.
Only segues we can do on this show, boy. I tell you, let's get into some base. So I'm not really gonna talk any NBA. I don't even think the NBA roundtable is gonna do it anymore. Wizards pretty much out of it. They won one. Well, they shouldn't have been in it in the first place, but because they let almost every team into the so-called playoff bubble, they made it. They won, I think, 1 game out of 4.
You know, though, you gotta admire the Wizards because these niggas are consistently bad for the last 20-something years. Like every year, even when y'all if y'all sniff a playoff game, y'all will get worse.
Well, they had some success in the early 2000s. I mean, early 2010 when they had Hamilton and I can't even remember.
First of all, you start.
I mean, they had a little success.
Nigga, you said Hamilton and like dog, like you about to breathe or something. Like you about to throw up.
It's hard.
Like dog, for real, I'm a Knicks fan. Just accept the. At some point in your life, you just gotta accept defeat. Like.
Yeah, well, I stopped following basketball, and one of the reasons why I stopped following Wizards when they made that Richard Hamilton for Jerry Stackhouse trade. I was done. I couldn't do it no more.
Hey, look, man.
Stupidest trade in the world.
Just imagine your childhood. This is why I don't wear Jordans. And Michael Jordan every year takes the rings
Oh,
out
yeah.
y'all pocket.
Yeah.
He takes y'all championships and send y'all home with a smile on his
But
face.
those are some epic series though. I remember watching them.
Nigga, it's not epic if we didn't win, nigga. It's epic because why? Because he won every last one of them.
Well, I mean,
Fuck out of here with that.
I was a Jordan fan, so I was enjoying seeing him
Matter of
do what he
fact,
do.
if I could, I would bomb the Jordan warehouse to this day. That's how I feel personally.
He got insurance that wouldn't hurt him. That is making more and more money. But like I said, I think they might talk a little basketball tomorrow. I think they said we was gonna skip over. Who knows? But tune in tomorrow night. Talk about a little bit of baseball. Nats are sitting at 8-11 in the bottom of the NL East. They've had some injury issues. Sterling Castro broke his wrist. He's out. Strasburg, he had some carpal tunnel situation with his pitching hand that he just went on the injured list 2 days ago. And they've been inconsistent. The pitching has been questionable at best. If you watch Sports on the Hill, you heard me talk about Patrick Corbin being pretty much the only consistent pitcher they had. Well, last night he wasn't, and I just go a quick breakdown the last week. We'll cover it more in depth on Sports on the Hill podcast on Monday night. Me, Robbie, Brian, and Arun in the 8 o'clock hour. But right now they played the Mets 4 games. It was a split 2-2. Mets 1-2, Nats 1-2. First game, Nats won 16-4. Corbin was on the mound, put him at 2-0. He won 6 innings, giving up 1 earned run, 4 Ks. Game 2 was a 2-1 victory by the Nats. Mad Max was on the mound. That put him at 1-1. He went 6 innings, giving up 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts. Game 3, the Mets won 11-6. Sanchez took the loss. He's been looking very bad. He looked like he did at the beginning of the last season before he went on the injury list and got his self together and turned it to the pitcher that helped the Nats win the World Series. But he's 0-3. He only lasted 2 2/3, giving up 6 hits, 5 earned runs with 2 strikeouts. And then the last game of the series was an 8-2 loss. I believe this is the game that Strasburg went in and only lasted, I believe, an inning in the third. Not even enough. I think he only lasted 2/3 an inning because of the carpal tunnel issue. And Volf took the loss, 0-2. He gave up 4 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs with 2 strikeouts. Last page. That's why I gotta write notes messing with you, man. I can't do stuff off the top of the head when you got White Hennessy involved. Then after that split series with the Mets, they faced up against the Orioles, who are playing some pretty good baseball right now. We've been clowning the Orioles for the last 15, 20 years about not being able to do anything in this COVID situation with a 60-game schedule. They playing some good ball. I don't know their record or anything, but they've been beating the Nats ass when they played the Nats. But luckily, the Nats were able to get a split, won 2 out of 4. First game was a 6-2 loss. This was a makeup game from the suspended game that got ranked out a couple of weeks ago when they played. They were already down like 5-1, ended up losing 6-2. Strasburg took the loss when he originally started the game. That put him at 0-1. He went 4 1/3, giving up 7 hits on 5 earned runs. Game 2 was a 15-3 win by the Nats. Eric Fetty came in, pitched 5 1/3, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs with 3 walks. He's 1-1. Game 3 was a 7-3 loss. Corbin, that was last night, took the loss. He's now 2-1. He went 5 innings, giving up 8 hits with 5 earned runs. And today, with Mad Max taking the mound, he went a strong 7, giving up 5 earned runs with 10 strikeouts. But he's now 2-1. And Daniel Hudson earned his 4th save of the season, going to inning, giving up 2 and throwing 2 strikeouts, no runs. And the Nats win. And now sitting at 8-11, but still in the bottom of the NL East trying to climb out. But 8-11 is not too bad. Only 3
So
games out of 5.
my prediction is the Nats will move back to Toronto and become the Expos, the Montreal Expos again, and get free health care.
Well, they're not letting any American teams come across the border, man. Toronto
That's why-
to go home. So they can't even do nothing.
That's why they're gonna go back.
That's where all the hockey players are right now.
Free health care, man.
Hey.
The millionaires need free health care because obviously they don't know how to play sports. I mean, damn, you got carpal tunnel.
Hey, man.
We got no doctors that can help that nigga out.
Hey, that's why you're the injury list. When you're a pitcher, so that's one thing I don't deal with the pitchers. How many pitches they throw through a whole season from spring training because they're the first ones reporting spring training. Then you have your warm-up sessions. Then you actually throw in the game. Then you got to think about foul balls. And sometimes they pitch count officially is like 110, but they don't count the foul balls sometimes. I don't think they count the foul balls. That's like another 120. That's each time you go out. And then during the week you're throwing. Like those dudes are some athletes, man.
You sound real.
I'm in my sports mode,
You in
man.
your sports mode.
Bro, we got four
You-
sports going on at one time.
you-
Almost going on at one
You
time.
sound real happy about this.
Bro, that 4-month law
Is
with no
it-
sports, bro, was hurt, man. That shit was hurtful.
Is it the white Henny or is it just the sports about?
It's a mix of both, brother. The Henny mixed with my Uncle Gene's punch. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you got in the 757. You know Gene, you know about that punch. And that joint dude got a punch too, because we in here feeling nice.
I know. Are you gonna make it home on time today, or are you gonna go
I'm
around
going
the block?
straight home, bro. It's
You going straight home?
Situations have changed drastically in my outside life, so there will be no detours, there will be no stops. It will be straight point A to point B and lock the door and hope no more craziness happens until tomorrow morning.
But if you're young and single, you ready to mingle, look for a Cadillac and get your own way back.
And depends on how much more of this Hennessy. Well, at least we ain't got no more white Hennessy, so we should be good. We should be good. We shouldn't have any issues.
You think
with
you
being
think,
gay
you
and
think that's my
homo.
only bottle of liquor?
I know that's not your but we're not going to talk about that right now. I'm still drinking on what I got right now. We're going to keep it at that. You're not getting me inebriated where I start losing track of 2, 3, 4 hours and don't know how I got home.
You know, y'all gonna stop blaming shit on me, dog. I am not the
You are the
cause.
common denominator.
I am not the cause of random ass amnesia.
You are the common denominator in all these situations. Your house. You and your house, motherfucker. When we leave, shit just happens that we lose track of a couple of hours. It's like the force of nature, motherfucker. I don't know.
Damn. You know, if I had feelings, they would be hurt.
How many half gallons you got in there?
I ain't got nothing to do. Now come next week, we'll be loading back up.
Exactly. That's because they gone. He probably finished them last night. He just
Yeah, I
tried to
finished
re-up
them.
See, told, I knew.
That's why the Hennessy got open, because I was like, the Hennessy was break. It was break the seal in case of emergency.
Hey man.
It was an emergency, so I
Hell
broke
to
the
the
seal.
emergency.
You know, all the liquor stores was closed.
Mm.
I had to break the seal. It's not my fault. Tell the liquor stores to be 24 hours. We'd be good. I could have Ubered there and back.
Hey man, I always did hate that Sunday no liquor sale shit. I'm like,
So,
you can sell beer but no liquor, really? What's the difference?
the amount of alcohol.
But it's still alcohol, so you're going to say, okay, you can have some alcohol, but we
So
not
you can
really
have
more
you can have 8.9% alcohol, and we're not gonna sell you that 40%.
I'm just saying though, if you're going to do well, yeah, I mean, I get it.
I mean, if they sold it on Sundays, like nigga, you never make it home.
They used to sell liquor on Sunday.
They do. They sold out here.
Hey, I miss that. I miss being at the road with the liquor store, you know.
The funny thing is they closed Maryland, but then they opened VA.
Then so just come across. I just don't like coming across that bridge. You know, I get over.
That's
it,
why.
And when the sun go down, I get out of town, bro. I don't play around. Man. I done had too many bad instances with Northern Virginia Police Department. Me fitting the description of a suspect.
I mean, have you looked in the mirror?
I'm just saying when
You
it's
look like a
when they
suspect.
say he's between 5'5" and 6'3", I'm like, okay, anybody can fit that.
Nigga.
How do I look like the suspect?
Carol,
That's
CP3.
profiling and that's wrong.
You're CP3. If I was a cop, I would profile you.
See,
And I'm black.
that's
You
the
look
thing.
like the criminal element.
We all have a past, man. I told you we're trying to move past that. Why we
Yeah,
gotta bring up old stuff?
but that criminal past is like your present.
No, it's not my present.
You look like you just took a kid's lunch money before you got here.
We needed burgers, dog.
See?
We needed burgers. I was a little short. Times are rough right now. We got to do what we got to do.
All right. You said, any more sports?
I can go into some football real quick. Nothing too much.
The
to talk
Washington football
about.
team
That's right. The Washington football team.
has not decided on a new name yet.
No, that's what, like I said, that's gonna be next year before all that handled through court and everything. But if you've been reading the internet or anything, you know that Alex Smith, who had that horrific leg injury last year, the year before last, has been cleared to physically play football again. He's been running around, and I will still stay on the record of saying this. I say he will never play another down in the NFL, not because of the physical aspect, but the mental aspect. If he can go out there and still play quarterback with linebackers going at his legs and him being able to keep his eyes downfield and not worry about getting hurt again, he is the bravest, most courageous man I've ever known. Because even Joe Theismann said after he had a similar injury that ended his career, it wasn't the physical aspect, it was the mental aspect that he couldn't keep his eyes downfield when the rush came because he was afraid of getting hit like that.
Well, I mean, I mean, because where they play at, weed is legal now in some states. So
weed ain't gonna fix a broken leg, bro.
it will calm you the fuck down. Like, let me hit this joint.
And yeah, that injury was horrible. I'm
Yeah.
glad I was at the game and didn't see it, and because I can still see the Joe Theismann hit from when I was 7 years old. I have a fucking photographic memory, and that shit stays in my
Oh
head.
man,
I can still hear him scream, bro.
did you cry?
Bro, at that time, nah, you was in shock.
You know
Because
that?
you just saw when LT started waving like, man, get the stretcher. When you saw the opponent that laid the hit on him waving like that, you knew something was wrong.
You know what I did when that happened?
What you do, an Indian dance?
I laughed. I laughed like a supervillain. That shit made my day. I was happy as fuck.
You know what? See, you got the rest. I'm about to grab a steel chair. You got the wrestling belts. I'm about to grab a steel chair over here real quick. Talk about he was happy. That's bad. But in other news, we talked about the Darius Guy situation, I believe, last week or the week before, whenever it happened. Also, linebacker Reuben Foster has been looking very good. He's coming back from 2 years of fluke injuries. I believe one was an Achilles and another was an ACL. He's definitely an X factor with this defense. If he can come in and stay healthy and play to the potential that he was showing in San Francisco, he's still young. I believe he's only 26, 27. He's a physical specimen. The dude is sick, and even his players that play beside him are saying the same thing, that if he can stay healthy, he'll be a game changer for this defense, and I believe that's going to be the strength for this team.
But that's a big if though. I mean,
it's definitely a
they
big
got
if.
bad feet. I mean, is his nickname Foots?
Nah, it ain't Foots, man.
Is he from PG?
I'm not sure if he's local. See, I don't follow college, and he's been here for 2 years, but he's been injured both years, so I haven't really looked into him since he's been on the team.
Because I heard stories about a dude named Foots from PG.
It's always one of them dudes.
Man,
It's
dude.
trouble, man. It's trouble.
All he did was listen to UGK and watch the Mac.
Those are life-changing things, man. Those things can change your life, man, for real.
For real?
No doubt, bro.
UGK and watching the Mac?
Yes, that could change, man. That could change your life, man.
No wonder he hasn't been in a good relationship.
But we're getting off topic here. We're talking football. We're not talking Mackin right now.
That's a sport.
Oh, it definitely is. I'm losing bad right now. But that's another story for another day. Like I said, Reuben Foster, he's looking good. This defense is going to be the X factor, especially with no preseason. That's going to hurt the offense even more with a new offense coming in and not having a chance to go against an opposing team, throwing different defenses at you that you're not seeing every day when you're not really, when you're practicing, you're still not, getting real in-game reps to see what you would do and react to different situations. So it's going to be interesting for the whole league to see how that is going to affect the offenses and how things are going to start out the first few weeks of the season. And Ron Rivera, to wrap up, he had an inspirational talk with the fellas on Thursday, just for everything going on with the, I forgot to mention, the minority owners of the Redskins who have 40% ownership of the team are trying to muscle out Daniel Snyder, who has 60% of the team, trying to force him to sell. Now this has an ironic twist because remember when we spoke about all the allegations that were supposed to come out that I couldn't really speak about? One of them was about the Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, Daniel Snyder supposed triangle. And
what was they doing, a menage a trois?
No, they were trying to link
with little kids?
Yeah, they were trying to link Snyder to sex trafficking, trying to get him.
Well, I mean, he got a last name like Snyder. It sounds like he probably did it.
But I can't.
It
smelled too funny the way it was supposed to be leaked because the owner of the Washington Post, Jeff Bezos, wants to be an NFL owner. So they are the ones that broke the story. So it's just kind of ironic that it falls like that, but they had to step back because there was no link to that. And, some folks are trying to use that to force him out, but come to find out, one of the minority owners is the person that leaked the information. So now Daniel Snyder's suing them for defamation of character. So point blank, they're not going to be able to force him out. He has 60% of the ownership. Unless the league forces him to, if they find him at fault for the situation that went down, which the investigation revealed that they didn't. So it's pretty much null and void, but we have a little power struggle going on in owner's box. But other than that, that's pretty much the wrap up. You can check us out tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock for the rest of your DC Sports. DC Sports are the politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby.
Cool. So, let's talk about everybody's favorite rainbow hair rapper.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about
Takashi Fruit Roll Up.
You know, I didn't even know he was out.
Yeah, so basically, he went to Nipsey Hussle. He went to Nipsey Hussle's memorial on the anniversary of Nipsey Hussle passing. No, I'm sorry, on his birthday. I believe it was his birthday.
Yeah.
His birthday. And, you know, he did the whole, I got to kneel down. And then he said, you know, in the game, and another rapper from the West Coast, you know, has said that, you know, shout out to my aunt Denise. Basically, they felt very, you know, disrespected because Nipsey would have never dealt with that dude.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, given his crime history of being a rat.
Pretty much just letting it all go.
The crazy thing about it is, his defense was, well, I didn't disrespect Nipsey. I went there and I paid my respects to him. The thing about it is like this: when you pay your respects, you don't gotta do it on camera.
First of all.
So if you making it an Instagram moment, you're not paying respect. Like you doing it because you a troll and you clout chaser. Second of all, like you just know, like you know when certain people don't bang with you. That dude want to bang with you. You even before the whole snitching allegation, you was a clown to him, and he wouldn't have banged with you. So paying your respects, you could have simply went there with no cameras, no nothing, and went out there. But you want the attention, you want the negativity, and then when it comes to you, you cry victim. You know, Daniel Hernandez, you cry victim, like and then if somebody does something to you, you back in court with the rainbow. Well, you don't got the rainbow hair, and you got a suit, and you got some cheese, and then you start doing your mousing up again.
I really don't have too much to say about this dude. I didn't know who he was until he got locked up. Y'all know I don't listen to most of this so-called rap, which I can't even call it that. But yeah, it's everything is for the gram. Everything is for social media, trying to get likes, trying to get, as you say, clout. I mean, it's the generation. It's what goes on now. You know, back in the day, we it's just a funny time, bro, because we did stuff to do it because it just needed to be done. They're doing it because it needs to be photographed and put on social media. We're just not the same. We're just not built the same, and we're not going to understand it because if we did, then that means we'd be like them, and then it wouldn't be no big deal.
That's true. I mean, we're talking about like real. If you have real action, they don't need to be photographed.
No doubt.
If you doing it because you generally showing love, um, then you don't have to make. But if you're an internet troll and you want that, The thing about it is like this dude was loved by a lot of people. I mean, he has disrespected Snoop Dogg, who was who had love for Nipsey. He's disrespected YG, who had love for Nipsey. He's disrespected The Game, who had love. Like, dog, these people had love for this dude. Like, you can't go to my memorial and be like, I really respect you, and then you disrespect all the people in my camp.
I just hope we don't see Game out in the street.
I kind of hope he does.
You know how Game goes.
I kind of hope he does.
Game gonna smack him. Hopefully with just his hand.
I think that's, but it's like this. I think it's one of those situations where like the problem with this is like this kid keeps getting off with no real consequences, and I'm sorry to say this, but when he hits one of these real loud consequences, it's gonna be his life, because he's used to getting scot-free. He's used to getting off. He's used to getting passes. He's used to not paying the piper for all the stuff that he does. And when it finally catches up to, it's going to be detrimental, because it's clearly he didn't learn from his situation, like being locked up. Like, he got home. I told him COVID. And in your videos, you the ringleader. But as soon as, oh, no, I was a victim. In your videos, you got the rags, you got this, you got all the gang affiliation. But then, on the stand.
Oh, it was just an act.
On the stand, I didn't know, Your Honor. Charlie B is part of the 9 trade. Jen Jones, I mean, come on, man. They ain't wasn't in with your case.
That's the thing, man. They not.
I bet you that nigga got some whack.
I'm not touching that one. All I know is these folks want to live the lifestyle, but when the shit hit the fan, are you man enough to stand up for the consequences of the stuff that you talked about that you do or you portray that you do? And that's when it gets real funny because when it's time, there's nothing you can do. You can't fake when it's real. And to see how some folks just fold like a wet paper bag, and some folks rise to it, then you know who's really real. It's unfortunate that you got to do these things because folks want to play the game. Like you tell them, we tell them all the time, you ain't got to fake for nothing. You ain't got to lie. Just tell us what's what.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
You know
You ain't
what I'm
got to
saying?
lie.
It ain't gonna make us look at you. I mean, we might look at you differently, but who gives a fuck? If you know who you are, you secure who you are, you shouldn't give a fuck about whatever motherfuckers think anyway. That's the way I feel. So,
my man Cool Attention said, nah, it's not WAP, it's SAP. Snitching ass pussy.
oh, shit. New song, new track coming out. Snitching ass pussy.
Yo, get an instrumental. I'm gonna get Renegade on the remix.
Dropping soon. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even know who that dude was, man. It's who they call rappers nowadays. It's such, to me, it's a disrespect to the word, man.
Well, I mean, dog, it's entertainers and rappers. He's an entertainer. He ain't a rapper.
Yeah, I get it. I say artist instead of entertainer.
He's not an artist.
He's not.
Get that nigga
That's too much of a compliment.
Get that nigga way too much credit. That's why you do sports and I do hip hop.
Exactly. He said artist was too much of a compliment.
You know, shit. You know, that's a lot. That's a lot. You asking a lot right there, son.
Oh shit. What else going on in the entertainment world, man?
I mean, that's about it. I think WXL just dropped their new freshman cover of a whole bunch of motherfuckers I don't know. Actually, that dude. Actually, no. I'll take that back. There's a white kid on there named Jack Hollow. Yo, I saw him. He was brought to Funkmaster Flex joint where he freestyle, and he's an animal.
Oh yeah.
His name Jack Hollow. Vicious. And the rest of the motherfuckers, I don't know who the fuck they are. But Jack Hollow, I know.
Oh man.
I mean, yo, I think we're running out of creative rap names too.
I mean, how long is the rap game going on? You really not too many more original names you can come up with. Maybe that's why you got folks using hashtags and everybody is young this and little that.
Shit, ain't even that. oh, Lil Wayne. I know some of you Lil Wayne fans are going to be happy. Lil Wayne said he's going to make the Carter 6. My question is why?
The burnt out series.
The burnt out edition.
It's going to be the hottest thing out in 2020. We know how 2020 went.
It's going to be the worst thing to hit 2020 since Corona, nigga. So see this. Okay, so here's the cover of the Double XL joint. There's Polo G, there's Cowboy, there's Now Chopper. What the fuck? Little Key, Shaka, Little Trey, Baby Cream, Jack Hollow, who I mentioned.
Hold on. Baby Cream. I hope that's a female.
Yo, it just says it's a nigga bias. So I don't know.
Baby Cream. I got questions.
There's a chick called Mulatto. That's funny because we had a conversation about mulattoes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Logic for retiring because your album still fucking sucks. 5 foreign, like, yo, dog, if you just get in the game and you saying you 5 foreign, the only thing that you probably got 5 foreign is that you probably talk like 5 different languages, or you know like 5 cuss words in different languages.
Got the 5 different foreign noodle packs. He don't got the.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it
he
is.
got the ramen.
Yeah,
he got the Thai pack. That nigga shop at not Whole Foods, but you know the grocery stores with no names. That's the supermarkets that all they got is foreign shit in there.
Yeah.
They got no name on the outside.
I got a couple of them in my hood.
Yo, what the fuck is their names?
Man, what the?
You know, it's the foreign store. That's all you call that shit.
Yeah.
The foreign grocery store.
Jumbo.
Jambo,
Jumbo.
Simbo, Sambo. I don't fucking know.
Hey, Jumbo, they do got some good prices on some nice cuts of meat out there. I gotta say, I did.
And 24 Golden. So those are the half these niggas you will not know next year.
I'm saying these names alone, if they came up in our generation of rap, they would get fried this off of their names. Folks would come for them.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm a bully, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's like, hold up, you want an XXL cover? I'm about to go in on you.
So I'm sorry, did I say the Carter 5? I meant the Carter 6.
Does it really make it? Don't they all?
It doesn't make a difference because they all sound terrible. Well, not all of them. Everything
I ain't gonna
everything's
say
new shit.
terrible. Some of them were. I mean, they were decent.
Okay, 1, 2 was decent.
Yeah, I don't
The
think
three-
I don't think I went past 3.
I think 3 was okay.
Yeah, I don't think I went past 3.
And anything after 3 was, you know, it's like being constipated and sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I think I heard 4, but I didn't buy it. It got to the point where I stopped, you know, even buying it from the bootleg man.
But he's also saying, you know, the funny thing is he said he's coming out with a couple of mixtapes, and then usually Lil Wayne mixtapes are actually better than his albums, but even his mixtapes have been sucking.
Wow.
$2 Horse Style.
Yeah, I still listen to old Jada Kiss mixtape joints, man. Well, still, that dude can spit, man. That's one of the best lyricists out there.
Oh yeah, and so the funny joint is salute to my man Nas. My man Nas did this joint a song called Ultra Black, and then he violated Doja Cat in it. Doja Cat is a chick. She just got popping, right? She been around for a minute, but then she did a song I think with like Beyonce and it was popping. But then it came out that in her past, because she's half black and half something else, she was in chat rooms with white people and they would just downgrade black people.
Oh, I think I remember that story.
And then she even made a song, like coming at black people. And it's really crazy. I mean, you know, it's sad because it's you know self-hate. But even when so what she did was she made like an Instagram video with the song playing in the background, and then she was like, "Oh, it's so a shame because he fruit salads or something." You know, just. I mean, lyrically, there's nothing she could do against Nas. I mean, that's like if Remy Ma came for her, you just take the ass whooping and be like, "What can I do? What can I do?" You know. Because people have really hurt her movement because it came up right when she was getting like to the level of fame that you know people was mentioning. The fact that she had a song with Beyonce in it, you know, which was huge,
Yeah.
and then that all that information come out. See, that just goes to show you, like, all you up and coming rappers, like I know y'all be sipping lean and smoking and you know, smoking embalming fluid and sucking on mufflers and all types of shit that y'all do when y'all are bored. Like, and then y'all go on social media and then y'all say dumb shit. And then just when you start to get the level of success, that shit comes back. And you think, well, I deleted the tweet. Nigga, somebody screenshotted that and they're patiently waiting for the next 5 years for your career to take off. Like, look at Kevin Hart. Look at
that Kevin Hart shit was crazy. I still remember that. That was some bullshit to me. Y'all was bringing up. I mean, let's talk about that a little bit. How are you going to get offended at something from 10, 15 years ago?
I mean, it was the crazy thing.
And he's a comedian. That's what they do.
But once again, and I bring stuff like this up. When you say, okay, what he said was offensive for 10 or 15 years ago, nigga, I've been walking around fucking Alexandria for 20-something years with Confederate statues and Confederate schools.
Bullshit.
And y'all ain't think that shit was offensive?
Yeah.
Like in 2020, y'all like, oh my God. Yo, for real, why do we even celebrate Columbus Day? He was a rapist. Why do we celebrate Washington's Day? He owned slaves. Like, why is Thomas Jefferson on something? He had a full... He was dipping in chocolate. Like, if he should be on anything, he should be on fucking ice cream because he was a dipper.
Man, it's all white. It's all right because it's all white.
Man. That nigga had a whole family that was black.
Hey, man, some Jeffersons running around here with some mixed blood up in them. So, I mean, that's just the hypocrisy of this country, man. It's just crazy how people can select to what to be outraged about and how they can skew their perspective to not include the people that they so-called admire or the forefathers of this country or whatever. It's crazy.
But no one, but like I said, no one cares when black people get offended. Shit. Black people get offended. It's like, well, y'all should get over it. It's been 500 years and you still ain't got fucking justice.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And speaking of justice, I guess we need to go into this segue.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go on then.
You were talking about the young boy earlier.
Yeah, Cannon. I forgot his last name. No disrespect.
Mason Cannon.
No.
No, I thought that's his name. No, bro, I'm not joking.
No, it starts with an H. I can't even. I think it start. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I don't want to mess it up.
Okay.
But everyone on the internet, well, not everyone, most of the right and some folks on the left that are manipulated by the shock of stories. A 5-year-old was killed in North Carolina by his neighbor, a young African American male who had some prior drug history and drug arrest. To the story, I've seen a couple of conflicting reports, so I'm not really going to go into detail. I'm still doing some more research into some of the stuff that's come to my attention. I haven't been able to verify it, so I'm not going to speak on it. But there are some questions about the situation. I've been hearing some things are determined by ballistics, and some things are still up in the air. So point blank, it's about there are folks that are outraged because the mainstream media aren't covering his death like they did George Floyd and Breonna Taylor with the BLM movement.
So let's talk. Let's stop you right there and let's talk about
let's go ahead
this.
and talk about
So okay, are the cops that killed Breonna Taylor been arrested?
Nope.
So you can't compare that because is the person that killed this young kid in jail?
Already found him the next day.
Okay. So how was that the same?
It's not the same, but folks are trying to politicize it.
I mean, does apples taste like oranges to you?
Hey, in some of these folks' minds, it does. They fool themselves into making links because that's the thing we were talking about before. There are so many conspiracy theories and so many off-right, off-left sites now that you can hear any type of conspiracy, and these folks nowadays are so easy to want to jump on something and believe it because they see it on the internet or they see it on Facebook or they see it on Twitter without doing research, and they start believing it just because of the rhetoric and other people believing it. It's like, oh, this must be true. And it's just an avalanche of stupidity and ignorance going on right now.
So let's get this straight because I'm going to tell you like this. One, my heart goes out to the family of this young boy who was needlessly killed. But also my heart goes out to Sandra Bland. My heart goes out to Freddie Gray. My heart goes out to Tamir Rice. My heart goes out to George Floyd. My heart goes out to Breonna Taylor.
The list goes on.
I mean, should I stop or can I go? Because I can make a whole show just who my heart goes out to.
No doubt.
And the guy, whether he's black, green, or orange, he's a piece of shit. He killed the 5-year-old kid. Whatever the circumstance was his father fighting for drugs or was he crazy? Whatever, it don't matter. He should be locked up. Throw away the key. We done with him.
Yeah, he's going to get justice. His family is getting justice. They said when they're in the interview, they feel like
But don't compare it to a cop that stood 9 minutes on a black man's neck. I mean, don't compare it to a black man being pulled out of his car and the look of fear is on his face.
No doubt.
Don't compare it to Eric Garner. Don't compare it to Oscar Grant. Because those situations are different. Because at least you got justice.
Yeah. He's in jail. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get prosecuted to the fullest extent, no matter what the circumstance.
And we can't have that for these people.
Yeah, and it's still right there, but it's not happening. And it's another incident happened where a young man got shot 9 times in his backyard, but he had a cell phone in his hand. And I'm still about to start researching that. They came across something on TV in a passing show or something, and I'm gonna look into that too. I mean, it's just crazy how the so-called All Lives Matter and all these folks politicize. Like when illegal immigration was the thing, how many times did we see Ass Hatting Chief trotting some white family up there because some illegal immigrant killed their daughter? But yet and still, you got Brock Turner raping women behind dumpsters and only getting 6 months for rape because of the potential of his ruining his life because he was about to be a college graduate and do great things. And just like this situation for Cannon, they're politicizing it to push their agenda. Plus, it's an election season, so at some point who is going to tweet about it or going to talk about it because it's a racial issue. And it trips me out that folks always ask me, why do you always make it about race?
Because it is.
It ain't about hype, motherfucker.
Because it is. What else is about when you black? You know what? The thing about it is you ask that question because you've never been 1/4 of a man. You never been where you ain't had the right to vote. You ain't never been that. You ain't never been. Your history, your last name is your last name. My last name,
Who knows?
I don't know who the fuck named that.
Ain't gonna flip the coin.
Yo, I might have been named after the fucking Liberty Bell. I don't fucking know.
It's funny because of my past and my present. I've been on both sides of it when it comes to with the police, where I've been harassed, I've been profiled, I've been taken for a ride.
I mean, you look like a criminal. No,
I mean,
no.
that doesn't mean I am one just because I look like one. You can't judge a book by its cover, my brother.
You look like you've done criminal activities.
I mean,
sir.
allegedly some things had happened when I might have been in the vicinity, but there was nothing to.
You ever kidnapped a female?
Huh? Man, why we gotta always go in my past stuff that might, man. You made me forget my point, man.
I'm sorry.
Shit. You made me have to start not remembering shit around you, man.
But you do look like a criminal.
I'm just saying. Oh, I was talking about being on both sides.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I've been harassed and I've dealt with prejudiced cops, racist cops, black, white, Asian. I've had some run-ins with the police just for various reasons. But also, my mother was a civilian officer, well, not an officer, but a civilian that worked for the police department for 15 years. So I've sat and ate dinner across from some of these police officers and talked to them. And one of the classic things my mom used to say is, if you get pulled over, don't give them a reason. Most of them are a bunch of stupid motherfuckers with guns. And that pretty much sums it up, because how you expect to be a police officer, you get 6 months of training, but to be a lawyer it takes 8 years, to be a doctor it takes 8 years. You're supposed to learn how to do a police job in 6 months, and most of them are discharged out of the military or did something that they weren't supposed to do, and that's why they're settling for the police force. So it's just saying all of that. I'm just saying that you can't blanketly judge a group of people or a group of employees off of the bad apples, because the hypocrisy of it is that's the reason why we're having these protests, because we don't want us all to be looked at as the worst case scenario, be a perceived threat at any given point. So you're doing exactly the same thing you're supposed to be protesting against. So take a step back and think about why you're saying what you're saying and what does it really mean, and not just repeating some stuff that you've seen on social media and you want to get likes because you want to take a picture with your fist in the air with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on.
That's true. CP, just want to let you know, the only reason you up here is to make me look less like a criminal.
Well, shit, we fucked. We both going down.
You make me look less threatening.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah, you look like you look like you hurt people in your past life.
We ain't gonna talk about
anybody
that.
in PG County. PG County, there's a calling number 240-324.
Y'all better not call in.
6110. If this nigga's ever taking your lunch money, your girl, or your car,
hey, look,
maybe even your apartment.
Hey, you can be found. You better stay quiet.
It will be anonymous. I will not tell him your name.
Got a PI on retainer. All I need is a tape, man. It's on YouTube. All I gotta do is run it back. Hear some background noises, baby. It's on. I watch a lot of movies, man. I do a lot of studying, man. I watch Discovery ID every day.
That says a lot about your character.
Hey, man. That's why. Hey, you gotta.
Any guy that watches Discovery ID and watches Dexter, he's planning on murdering somebody.
You never know what might happen.
Or he's planning, or he's already did it.
Nah.
He told me. He said 151. You gotta watch Dexter. It's a real good show.
Oh, Dexter is that shit, man. If you ain't never watched Dexter.
And he's like, he's a serial killer, but he's doing it in a good way. And his father told him.
That's the best way to put it. He's killing bad people for good reasons, man.
Oh yeah. So we gotta talk about this before we talk about the
what's that?
Assad in chief. So more charges have been brought to R. Kelly about witness intimidation.
Oh really? I didn't know about that.
Something that you probably doing the regular.
Never intimidated. I might have made a phone call or something, but I ain't really intimidate nobody.
Has R. Kelly reached out to you to intimidate people?
Nah, man. I would be in a better financial situation right now.
Do you still play I Believe I Can Fly?
Nah. That was my joint though.
Would you still play it?
Nah. I think there's only one song that I would have to play. What's the name of that?
Step in the Name of Love.
Hell nah. That joint was nice, but that ain't my favorite. What's
12 play.
Nah, I can't sleep. That was my joint, man.
You can't sleep?
Yeah.
Why? Because you really can't fucking sleep?
Yeah, you fucking right. That shit hit home. That shit hit home, dog. We don't sleep around this motherfucker. We just drink and think of ideas for shows and shit.
So, But yeah, so they are supposedly charges against for him trying to against the people who made the documentary Surviving R. Kelly. So
Wow.
they said it was witness intimidation. You know, he was trying to intimidate them.
I mean, but I thought he was broke. So what is he? What he just had to break your legs and
I mean, yo, don't get it twisted. Just because he got cornrows and he's saying he's still from Chicago.
Woo.
He could get a high note and shoot you at the same time. I mean, you know, Chicago is where thugs go when they really want to be thugs.
Yeah, they
Like-
prove the points out there. Like, I'm real about this, son.
Like the police are thugs in Chicago. Like what the fuck? Like
They
what?
rob you and shit. Give me your shit, nigga. What you got? Weed? Give me that shit. I'm going on lunch right now.
That's why Jesse Smollett thing was so fucked up because it was like, nah, dog, the police are thugs.
Why would
If
we
you
do
said
that?
the police put a rope on your neck, it'd be different.
Yeah, I mean we had a great show about that when that happened. I remember we had a ball talking about
We had a ball. We had a
we
ball.
knew.
We knew that
as
shit was
me
some
as a
bullshit.
black man, once I heard it was too many things that just felt okay. You got assaulted by two white guys in Chicago at 2:00 in the morning on the way to a subway, and they had a MAGA hat and just happened to have a noose, my nigga.
So let's get this straight. First of all,
A noose, my nigga.
when the last time you gone to a Subway at 2:00 in the morning?
I
he
don't
just said-
give a crazy the sub, my nigga.
If he'd have said pizza bolios, I could have been like, okay. Nigga, if you're a vegan and you go on the Subway at 2:00 in the morning, take your vegan power should have detected niggas was following.
Oh, he a vegan? Oh, he a vegan?
Nah, I'm just fucking around.
Oh, you could have ate some lettuce and some tree bark. He'd have been straight. You could have avoided the whole situation. Went out back, got some grass and shit, been good to go.
Oh yeah, you gonna clearly just broadcasting CP3 is going to hell at the same time.
Hey, they saw the pictures of the grill. Wasn't no tofu burgers on there. It wasn't no turkey burgers on
Yo,
there.
I got 3 words for you. Well, 4 words.
What's that?
First word is wine. White Hennessy.
That's the inside thing.
It's an inside thing.
If y'all come through on Sunday Fun Day, you can be a part of the inside jokes. So
Exactly.
Pull up. We got the grill going. The grill's still hot right now, matter of fact. So if y'all pull up, we can still throw some shit on there. It's just what we do, man. Having fun, talking real shit, trying to educate you and elevate you and get you to a different mind space, give you a different perspective.
Because some of y'all some dumb fucks.
I was gonna say most of you could use a different perspective in your life, but to surmise, yeah, pretty much what he said. But it's just a crazy time, man, with fake news and all this. Let's talk about the mainstream media real quick. We ain't talking about the mainstream.
We ain't talking
media.
about them in a while.
Yeah, let's talk about the mainstream media and how full of shit they are, and how now you can turn on any channel and get any opinionated news. Don't you miss objective reporting? Don't you miss when they just told you the story and the facts and that was it? Don't give their fucking opinion because nobody gives a damn.
You know what I miss?
What's that?
People who drank out of cups and not the bottle.
Hey, we all had them days, man. You look around, you're like, it's a cup right there, but do I really feel like getting up to go get it? Fuck, let me go ahead and take this motherfucker to the head. Take it to the head. Take it to the head.
Because I won't be blamed for stuff when people do certain shit.
Hey, man, I plead the fifth.
I plead the 6th. But I honestly,
Gotta go back to my education.
I don't even know what the fuck is this.
I don't even know.
I'm just saying, I just think like this. Like, I don't even watch mainstream news anymore because it's so saturated with bullshit. And what people get away with, and it's amazing.
Oh.
And non-factual stuff, and basically the news has become like being a weatherman. You just guess on shit. Well, I think these people robbed these people, but if not,
But it's not even guessing. It's just the fact that they allow their opinion and their beliefs to curb their point of view to the viewers, and that's the thing that's I feel is so prominent now is that folks feel because they feel a certain way or they think a certain way that that's the way it's supposed to be, and then they want to try to beat you down and convince you that so-called their way is the right way. But you have to remember, it's an opinion. It's like an asshole. Everybody has one, and most of them are full of shit. Think about that. So you can feel a certain way about something to be passionate, but that doesn't mean you're right.
Exactly. Shout out to my goddaughter Tanisha Watson.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean for that analogy.
She's grown.
Bet.
Give my baby turtle a kiss for me. I love my little turtle. He bad as shit.
Terrible too.
Just terrible.
With an E or a U. Is he terrible or is he terrible?
Terrible.
He's terrible with the two R's.
Yeah, but I love him to death. But you know,
Oh,
people.
no doubt. With my bad, control real quick. My bad. Happy birthday to their birthday was what's today? Sunday was Friday. To my nephew JT turned 10, and my great niece Ryan who turned 5. Yeah, y'all a shout out on social media. I ain't get a chance to get down there and see y'all this weekend, but I'll be down this weekend. I know y'all ain't looking at it, but I figured that's why I gave you a shout out.
Oh, and shout out to Nicole. It was her birthday yesterday.
Oh, hey Nicole. Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I want some of that pineapple upside down cake, bro. That. Yeah, you gotta have.
So next time we come down there,
Yeah.
find out.
Pineapple upside down.
She actually went to the escape room.
What's that?
A room you got to escape from.
That's every day of our life, man.
Uh,
We don't go to pay for that. That's just riding down the street on the Beltway. We gotta escape getting pulled over, getting some type of crazy shit happening at DMV. We don't need that excitement in our life. Just riding down the street is enough excitement.
Definitely. And shout out to Eric Kuza. They, saw us watching. We give our condolences. I know, Saad, you've been going through a lot at the Bar Radio, Sports on the Hill. We always keep you in our prayers.
No doubt, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, he said his father's funeral is tomorrow, so prayers for him and his family. And I'll be checking on you, be hitting you up like I said Wednesday. Probably be heading down that way, sit down and talk some business, and just sit back and kick it like we do, man. Peace and love to you, brother.
Definitely. So let's talk about is Donald Trump trying to fuck up the postal system to stop mailing ballots right now?
I mean,
Because it's looking kind of suspicious, like he is.
I mean, it's a combination because I saw there's a picture on social media floating around of seeing a whole bunch of mailboxes, like taken down in the storage yard, just piled up, and they're trying to say that that's Donald Trump. I saw a post that a postal worker said that was a facility that had already been done before any of this stuff had been going down. They were refurbishing mailboxes, and that was just a surplus that they had left over or whatever. So, but that was just to make a point of some of the BS that's out there to try to, fuel this thing. To me, I mean, when he's an egomaniac and he's an idiot, but he hates to lose. And he thought he was going to be cool with the COVID thing and pushing the election back. But my thing is, you're saying it's safe for kids to go to school, but you're saying it's not safe for folks to go make a vote. So you're saying kids are less likely who lick their hands and sneeze in your face to give somebody COVID than grown adults stand in line to go vote.
The walking parasites of Earth.
We was waiting for it. What we doing? Skype call.
Hello?
Hello?
The walking parasites of Earth. Radio, yes.
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, do you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Well, I agree with that young man sitting there to your left.
Yes.
Hello? Do you hear me now?
I can hear you.
How you doing, nephew?
I'm doing all right, trying to figure out who this is.
Well, I'm saying to call in to agree with that young man sitting over there to your right.
I think I know. Is this D?
Huh?
Is this my sister D?
No.
You said I'm trying to figure out who this is. This is somebody always messing with me online.
This is Keeny's aunt from Florida.
Oh, what's going on, Aunt Nisi? How are
You
you?
got me. I'm like, hold on. I'm trying to know. Do I know? All right, cool.
What's going on, Aunt Nisi?
Hey, me hurt.
Not much. Listening to your show, not paying attention to the TV, clicked on it and just stuck there.
I tell you like this, Aunt Nisi. One, I always appreciate because you're one. No matter what time my show comes on, you will always support it. And I love it. When we was coming on at 1:30 in the morning, my Aunt Nisi was there watching the show.
You take a pause from my heart, man. I thought somebody called it from my past, man. Yeah, be scared over here, man. See, doing that shit. I was like, oh shit, am I about to get caught up on here?
Oh man, but I love you, Aunt DC, and I'm glad you're always supporting me.
Yeah, you know I gotta support my boy, honey.
I love you to death. Your support means the world, and also, Yolanda supports me as well, and Denny supports me as well too. So I love it. The one thing I can say is I don't really harp about, not having family support because my family actually does support me.
Yeah, you know, hey, as long as you're doing something good, shit, you gotta support them.
Amen. Amen.
You have to support and make sure it goes trickle on down. Maybe everybody else will start doing something good. And you're a good comedian. You always made me laugh.
Not always involved.
No, I was too young, but I was like,
I just had to ask, man. I had to ask. I mean, 151 is your name for a reason. I was trying to get some background to it. Maybe it was a young name. Maybe you got it in your early teens.
no.
Maybe like with me, I was drinking at the age of 2. So we know why I am. I was just trying to get some background on you, my brother.
Well, my aunt's mother, mommy, Miss Fisher, used to give us a sip of Budweiser every now and then,
Hey,
and we
keep
thought
it beers, baby.
we thought it was making us grown. Nah, it just made us go to sleep.
So go ahead, take a little sip. Baby, nothing like it, man. The good old days, the 70s and early 80s, man. Never gonna be another time like it.
Hell yeah, there's never been no time like that.
Get away with all types of shit you can't do now, especially in the 90s.
But what are your thoughts on Aunt Nisi on the whole situation about the like mailboxes being moved and stuff like? Do you think is it possible or something that the
No, that wasn't Donald Trump at all. They had that in the plan to cutting the budget because nobody used the mailbox. And I live in Florida and I haven't seen a mailbox like that since I left New York.
Yes.
No, we put our mail out there in the box and put the flag up, and they come pick it up.
Wow.
that's true.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a crazy time because his base and his followers, they are loyal to a fault, and they're gonna mail in, but then you got some of them that's complaining about the mail in, and like I say, how are you gonna say it's safe to go to school, but it's not safe to go vote?
But here's the thing
Uh,
too is that
There you go. My same exact feelings. And I have a son that passed away for over 7 years now. And do you know they still sending him a mail-in ballot after I told them that he had passed away?
that's crazy.
He still gets mail from voter administrator, voters ID talking about you want to mail in. I'm like, what? And I told the people at the office that he had passed away. So that means they're not cleaning up their roads at all.
We always talk about how bad this infrastructure is in this government and it is for this country. And the person that's in office that hasn't been addressed, he still doesn't have heads for some of the departments that he should have heads for, and that's 3 years into his first term, hopefully his only term.
But you know what? I've seen people on social media go to clubs. I've seen people go to barbecues and stuff like that. There should be no problem with them going to vote because
Well, that's right, 'cause they called me. I said, my voting place is not even less than a block. And then they try to get me to say, oh, well, with the coronavirus, I go to the grocery store every week with a mask on. I can go up there with a mask on, and it's never crowded anyway.
it ain't. I mean, I'm a physically go out to vote. I mean, I don't trust my mail-in ballot at this point.
Mm. Get different people's mail every day. I have to send it back out, put it in my mailbox and put the flag and say, this is not your address.
At my mom's house, they mailed somebody. They literally mailed the wrong somebody to her address for like 10 years, as of us saying this person does not live here, and they still continue to mail it.
All over the place.
So it is what it is. I'd rather if you can go to Walmart, why can't you go vote?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't go to Walmart, but I do go to the store.
Smart lady, that Walmart, boy, that's a crazy place to be.
It's like going to the club.
Oh, most definitely, but yeah, you can also get shot.
Yeah, true. And we had a shooting down here at this Walmart.
Oh,
He killed his girlfriend and went home and killed himself. And he just happened to be my guy that trimmed my trees and pulled my weeds.
What?
My husband said I can't hire nobody else off the street. I was trying to get the manager.
Yeah. Your hiring skills have been revoked on
yeah,
EC.
you get the HR department. I'm sorry. We need to side of caution.
You gotta have them call. We gotta interview them on air.
Yeah, we can hear the killer in their voice.
Like,
Well, they just shot up in San Antonio, Texas.
Wow.
Damn.
I had to check my phone for any breaking news.
Yeah, that came across. Well, yeah, while I was on the phone. Yeah. That there was a shooting down there in San Antonio, Texas. I said, oh, Lord.
That's one thing over there's prevented mass shootings because ain't nobody been out.
yeah.
For the food last week, they killed the
Yeah.
kid at the block party. I heard they're trying to charge the person who put the block party together.
One they charge the person who shot.
I think have they found? I think they're still looking for him. Aren't they?
Yeah, so they trying to make somebody the scapegoat, and that's crazy. But
Oh, I did hear that one.
the person who actually threw the black party is black too. That's why they want to charge him.
Yeah. Like I say, it's all right if it's all white.
Yeah.
Well, this time they don't need to be having no damn block party with all them damn germs flying around.
They shouldn't have had the block party no way, but it was an event to uplift people, and the people who shot it up were just demoralized humans.
Oh.
It was something stupid that didn't make any sense, and we wanted to piggyback on what we said last week when we, went in a little bit on the whole Black Lives Matter thing. And to start caring about our own lives and our own people's lives, they
You go.
care. So when these
That's it. Preach it, boy.
it's crazy. I saw a video online where I don't know if it was here, but dudes were having a verbal altercation in the parking lot, and they're talking, dude walking up on him. He goes, steps off to the side, pulls out a gun and shoots dude in the head. Boom, right there, broad daylight, over probably something stupid, and walks off like it's nothing. Like he just tied his shoes and like it's nothing. But you want to ride out and riot and loot when a white cop kills a black person, but when Leroy killed Ray Ray, and you know what it is. It's no snitching. It's we're not going to tell the cops. We're going to handle ourselves. But then it's another black man dead, another family affected, and possibly another man going to jail because he decided to make a stupid choice. But you want to talk about the Confederate flag. You want to talk about the white man holding you down. But it starts at home. It starts in the community. It starts with you stepping up and saying something and cut this bullshit rhetoric out that they got with this no snitching bullshit. Unless you're going to yourself.
You're saying right.
I'm tired.
I like you. I really do.
Thank you.
I like you. I like that other guy that, God bless his soul. You kind of remind me of him. He spoke like that.
He was mentored by him.
Yeah, GOP was my mentor. He's like a brother to me too. So yeah, we was talking about him when we was throwing food on the grill early because we know we'll be sitting here cracking jokes and throwing food on the grill before the show. That's just what we used to do. He was like a brother to both of us.
Yeah, you got a really good head on your shoulders, young man. I agree. I say that all the time. What you speaking on, I speak on myself to whoever listens.
That's the problem. Most of them don't want to listen. They think they know every damn thing.
No, and I also feel, they're talking about tearing down all these, what you call the monuments, like Thomas Jefferson. You tear them down, how are we going to teach our young people what happened? And this is what they did. You can't erase the past.
I had a heated debate the other day with my boy for an hour talking about this because I was like, okay, you tear the statues down, what does that accomplish? My resolution is, just like we have the African American Museum, put it down south where they're heritage and stuff, put the stuff in the museum. And because then if you tear down history, you're also disregarding the black folks who had a role in the Civil War. And
that's right. You have people that fought on both sides.
Exactly. And folks want to get emotional, and his argument was, well, Nobody wants to see those statues. I don't want to see those statues being a reminder of oppression. Like, you're not going to see them if it's in Alabama in the museum that you're not going to go visit. So what difference do it make?
I mean, the truth about the matter is like this. Like I said, I grew up with I grew up with statues like that in
Yeah,
Alexandria, and it was schools named Robert E. Lee and stuff like that.
yeah,
So it's just that give us a fair shake,
no doubt.
because why is it that schools at Martin Luther King School and Malcolm X School is only in the hood,
That's what they want to keep them. They don't want
but
to
we can put Robert E. Lee
all over the place.
in the suburbs, less urban areas. We can put it in the white areas, and let's give us a fair shake. Let's have a white dude valedictorian for Malcolm X High.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Let's go.
That's good.
Let's make it
And
reality though, because
other scenario, why all the Martin Luther Kings that I've seen down here is the gateway to the black side of town.
Yeah.
Now, why can't we have Martin Luther King Boulevard right dead down the boulevard where all the rich stores are at?
Yeah.
let me tell you something, Don Nisi. When I lived in D.C., there was a Martin Luther King.
And you don't want to go over there at night.
Yeah, it was a Martin Luther King. It was a Martin Luther King elementary school, and then as I used to walk to the subway station, I would see the mice running in front of it.
It's
Like it wasn't kept up to. If I walk down the street to Patrick Henry in Alexandria, you ain't seeing no mice run out there.
hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If I walk to a Robert E. Lee High School, you're not seeing anything bad out there. You seeing they got the freshest computers, their ground
Yep.
is upkeep and everything.
That's the psychological game, and that's the part that
We gotta stop. We gotta stop saying let's take statues down. Let's move our high schools out of into better communities. So what happens when
Yep.
the president of the United States comes from Malcolm X High?
Well, for that to take that to another level, that I've been saying for a while now, we have these rich and powerful celebrities, entertainers, athletes, all this and that. They're supposed to be pro-black and got the Black Lives Matter T-shirts on and doing the post with the hat and everything. Why aren't they invested in our communities and building schools and putting together stuff to help our community instead of just talking about it?
I mean,
Some
You
do.
go.
Don't get me wrong, some do.
some do, but I'm a fair believer in this. And this is what Charles Barkley once said. I'm an athlete. I'm not here to raise your kid.
No, no,
Um,
no, no,
and,
no.
and I think we have to instill the values at home, because the thing about it is, if celebrities start giving everybody handouts, people stop being parents and
Oh, no,
stuff.
no, no, I'm not saying
No, because people will stop being parents,
No doubt.
and they'll be like, oh well, you know what? Beyonce funded school for you, and there'll be Beyonce cheerleaders, and every conversation will be, well, Beyonce did this for you. That's why you're going to this school. Get the opportunity, and just
Yep.
be a school, and not the Beyonce did this for you school.
I mean, I ain't
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
I see what you're saying.
because a lot of people want to go to that.
They want to go there, but I'm just saying investing. They don't necessarily have to have a school with their name. Or if you don't even
I mean,
just
it's,
investing in a community like Jay-Z.
but
He has
but
programs.
there are a lot of programs, and there's a lot of stuff that celebrities do. They just don't put it on the ground.
Yeah.
They don't like if you're doing it from the heart, you don't need everybody to know.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So
I definitely look at stuff.
there's a lot of stuff. Like I've seen things where young Jeezy gave a van to a family who needed they needed a wheelchair
Yeah,
accessible
I think I
van.
see that story too,
But you don't hear stories like that on the evening
No,
news.
you're not gonna hear that.
There's been like as crazy. They'll tell you all the crazy shit Kanye West does, but then he also donates to a lot of black colleges.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. And have
And some of these colleges are so fucking stupid that because he wears a MAGA hat, they'll be like, well, we don't want your money, even though he done made a gospel album. But then they'll take the money from a sinner.
Don't even
So
get
so
into
I mean
that's a
it's
whole other show in
it,
itself.
it's the walking hypocrisy that they do.
That's what this country is, though.
So,
it's based
you
off
know-
of it, and that's what keeps the cycle going. Just like the Declaration of Independence, first thing it says is all men are created equal.
Which
But
is
then
a lie.
Then the next line says that a black man is 3/5 of a white man.
So how do y'all create evil?
Hold up. This is our forefathers signed this. This is right on the paper, the Declaration of Independence, a founding document of this country. and you have a line of hypocrisy and bullshit at the beginning of it. So that's my thing. I'm like, why are we shocked at what's going on now? This has been the history of this country, but we've been force fed this America the Great BS. And whenever you try to challenge that, because America was never great, it was just better than other countries. If they had slavery and they had free labor, which helped spur them into the Industrial Revolution,
Let me tell you,
which spurred the whole country.
it wasn't great. They just had good spin doctors. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no bullshit.
So-
Yeah,
so-
we discovered America, but
But-
English was already here. You know, we discovered it.
So the real thing is like this: if you go to Germany, right? You go to Germany, you won't find any Nazi statues. Period.
No,
They-
my husband.
Yeah.
No,
See,
he was stationed
to have a
over there.
statue in Germany.
Exactly. You can go to Germany and have that. It's illegal to have a Confederate flag, and it's illegal to put Confederate statues.
But-
Yo, like real talk. One of the things is if where my mom lives at, and I always say this, there's a church, and the grave site is the tomb of the unknown Confederate soldiers. Like as a young black kid from New York growing up and watching that, it just meant we weren't shit.
But you know the ironic part of the whole argument with the Confederate flag? The stars and bars, the X, that is not the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is 13 circles and a star with
Yeah, you're right. Oh Lord, somebody got some sense.
everybody has on a general lead that considered that is not the true Confederate flag. That was a converted Confederate
It's not.
flag. I have a picture on my phone that I can show you.
And it's, but that's the well-known one that they use.
Yeah, but it's not a true.
But-
So that's the loophole for their
So-
argument they can use.
So and I do like when they did the 13 states and stuff, and that was the Confederacy.
Yeah, because they got 13 stars
So,
in a circle
yeah.
with the white background, and they got stars. I mean, they got red and white stripes going
Yeah.
across of it.
Yeah.
So that's the truth. That's what I laugh at. These are like,
That's the
you're not waving
Confederate
a
flag that was in the war.
yeah, that's like
But-
the second version of the Confederate flag.
It is, but it's the more popular version.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more popular.
So, but you got to remember too is like I said, for me as a child, growing up watching Dukes of Hazzard and then finding
I
out what
love
that
the General Lee, bro. That joint was my joint. I had the
Then-
toy car and everything.
yeah, but finding out what that name and that flag meant,
Yeah, when I was
it's
older,
it's
yeah.
it's yo, it's
It
just
fucked me up. I was like, we
It
was
did.
all screaming yeehaw, man.
you were screaming yeehaw, you're screaming yeehaw, and they were screaming nigga.
Pretty much somebody get the rope.
Even on 194th Street in Queens, I didn't know nothing about no Confederate flag. I did see it in the history books, and that they taught us about the Civil War, and I'm like, but not until I left New York is when I started seeing the Confederate flag. And I would like for the Confederate flag to stay up, because then
Hey, it's
that
time to go.
you're not there. You're not blindsided.
Hey, yeah, you know what it is. You see one of those, and like I said, you hear the yee, don't stick around for the ha, because you know ain't nothing good coming after that.
So why you see that flag? Hey, I'm kind of bored you away now. They got their rights and I got mine, and I got my right to stay the hell out of your way.
Yeah, it's just funny to me.
Now you taking out all these flags, and now you don't know what you walking into.
Yeah, you never know. But now with the Trump signs and the Pence signs, you pretty much know what it is.
You know what it is
As
now.
soon as you see a MAGA sign or a red hat in the window, you pretty much know to steer clear. Don't go over there for a potato salad. Trust me.
Well, wait a minute. We got a red hat, and it says Capitol on it.
Well, as long as it don't say MAGA, we good. As long as it don't say Make America Great Again, we all right. You see,
And I know my husband wearing that hat. A lot of people double take, but it says the Washington Capitol on it.
yeah. Sometimes you got because some folks just see a red hat and get triggered. They just like they see red. It's like they're like a bull. They want to go charge it at it.
So before we end the show, my boy actually did point out it all. He actually said a point. Always remember, America was founded by slave owners who wanted to be free of British rule.
The hypocrisy just keeps.
So you
going.
don't want to be slaves, but you want to keep
But you want to
slaves.
keep slaves, exactly. That's the hypocrisy of this country, and that you gotta love it because of the spin, like you say, the spin doctors, how they spin it and make it something that it's not, and folks believe it, and they wholeheartedly will die for it because they daddy told them these stories of grandeur of America being so great. America was based off of racism, slavery, and prejudice. when folks the immigrants getting separated from their children, hold up, you remember slavery, motherfucker? They
Well,
separated us from our home and our children and our parents, but
even
now it's a big deal. Come
the
on.
crazy thing is though, so before slavery, like before, but one step above slavery was being a serf.
Hmm.
Being a serf was like damn near being a slave, but you probably made like $1 extra.
Yeah, like an indentured servant,
Serf,
some
yeah.
shit like that. And that's and before we piggyback, for all them folks that's out there talking that bullshit about more blacks own slaves than white slave owners, cut that shit out. Stop reading these whitewashed new American history books that they put out in the last 20 years to try to make themselves feel better about the slave trade. It was not the transatlantic slave trade. There was no trading involved. They stole people from their land, brought them here for free labor. Let's be real about it. The reason why we had these problems is because you're afraid to talk about race. That's why people are angry because you want to sweep it under the rug. Remember 9/11. Remember the Holocaust. But no, forget slavery. Those 400 years of oppression that we laid on you and still have systematic racism going on right now. Oh, let's not talk about that. But let's remember 9/11 and all this other bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Until we can have that talk and folks don't get offended and butthurt about it, we're never going to evolve as a people or a country. Think about that shit.
So
That's true. That's so true.
salute to my guy, People Champ Ken Washington. So I'm gonna tell you like DC People Champ. Um, you know, when people like get, play connected numbers with slavery, like a comic book, like color by numbers and shit. So we're gonna trace it back to black people who actually did this. Like, come on, man. Yo, I got a car running right now that you could suck on the muffler. Like really, it's
I think really they said black. If you go back in history, a lot of black African kings and stuff, they sold some of their people.
they did. They did, and this is what they and this is how.
That's what I hope they talk. I hope that's what they talking about.
But this is how it happened. So basically, the people who were sold into slavery, right? You
Yes.
looked up to the person who sold you into slavery. So the person for the other tribe that brought you there, they will hook you up to them. That's why. So that's why you wouldn't even fight back because
Yes.
because you were from one tribe, he was from another tribe. So it wasn't like, oh, all these African people sold us into slavery. Nah, them same motherfuckers got sold too.
Yeah, most of the slaves that
They pat him on the back. Good job for bringing these people. Okay, here's your handcuffs.
pretty much you coming too. Oh, you didn't know you was coming too? Yeah,
Here's
you
your
coming.
chain. You ain't know you was going on the boat ride too? Let me tell you, this is what we gonna do.
And then let's go ahead and go back to another argument they use before we get out. I'm in the political mood today, but
I see.
they always use the well, in Africa they used to have slaves too. Bullshit. They used to have battles and wars. The losing tribe would then belong to the winning tribe. And then, yes, they would trade and barter services of those tribesmen, but they were not slave owners. So when you come at me with that bullshit on Facebook, I always tell you, I'm not typing 100 keys to prove how stupid you
He's just
are.
gonna tell you bad things. And
No, I've actually stopped insulting people. I've been hurting them with sarcasm and big words.
Oh
That,
damn!
that actually hurts worse.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, bro. It's kind of refreshing because my favorite line is what's my famous words I used to say? Go molest your daughter, beat your wife, feed your dog, and go play in traffic and swallow your snowflake tears. That's one of my classic sound off lines, and that really would trigger them. But I haven't used that in almost 3 weeks, and it feels refreshing.
You know what? Hold on. Don't discredit playing traffic. I've been using that line. I've been using that line since '92.
I left my wallet in the middle of 95. Can you go get it for me, please? So, yeah, I mean, it's funny that now that I'm not insulting folks, I haven't really insulted anybody. I might use sarcasm and stuff to go people's head, but people are a lot more receptive after the insults get thrown. Because once you say the stuff that's on your mind, the prejudice and all the stuff that you feel in your heart, then you can have an open discussion. I got a lot of Republicans and so-called prejudiced folks on my page that we started out cussing and fussing and calling each other all types of different things that I can't repeat on the air. But now, if I call them up right now, like, hey man, I need to borrow some money, I need you to come help me out with something, they'll be there.
That's because you threaten their life.
I mean, we're not talking about why. I'm just saying that they would be there. Why we got to get into semantics, man? Why we always got to go to the next layer with you? Why can't we just take it at face value?
Nisi, I woke up last year when I was in Texas. I woke up to a message of Carol. I'm walking down the street. I had to call Carol because he was threatening the dude on Facebook.
I didn't threaten him. I just told him where I was at. He was talking trash. He's a keyboard gangster. He was talking about he wanted to pull up. I said, okay, well, here I am right now. Come get me.
I was like, CPT, cut that shit out. It's too damn early. It's like an hour difference. So it had, if it's 8 o'clock here, it was 8 o'clock there. It was like 7. I was like, yo, dog, cut that shit out early in the morning.
I don't have nothing to do, man. I'm like, I do security. I got clearance. And I have fear for my life, officer. I mean, there's certain things that, you know, if you want to jump out there and seem like you that dude, come find out if you that dude. Because I know I'm that dude, but I guess you don't know I'm that dude. And there's only one way to find out, baby.
You know, your past is really sketchy, sir.
Man, I mean, it's nothing on paper, so you Google me, nothing illegal.
Really? Because you were sweating bullets when my aunt called.
Hey, man, look, when you tell people the number and tell them to call it from my past, I do have some resentful people out there that I haven't been able to look. I mean, that I don't know where they are, and, you know, they might have an ulterior motive or something. So, yeah, my heart was beating a little fast when she called, but, you know, glad she said nephew was talking to you. I'm good. Everything worked out fine. Everything worked out fine today.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was asking to see if that number really was going to work, too.
No, it's a real number. I pay for the number every month.
Yeah.
It's a working number.
You know, I'm saying they still got that number on there, and you was talking, and then you was talking about the sports. I said, okay. And Keely's the jokester, as always, of the family.
Gotta crack the jokes.
I gotta crack jokes. We gotta keep it funny on these. You gotta keep it funny.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can call and actually talk to instead of trying to type some. You see me typing on that crap in? Not. Shit, I'm like your mama barely use a cell phone. I got mine for games, and to see you sometimes, and then you're not on. You just never let me know when you're on. I just have to accidentally catch it.
I'll see what I can do better with that on these.
Yeah, normally Sundays we try to go on around 3 or 4. If he got to work, normally we go on at 6. So it depends on his work schedule and how much food we throw on the grill and how much drinking we've been doing before we get the food on the grill. And we got to level out before we start the show.
Hey, why not 6 feet apart? Why come y'all not 6 feet apart?
Because he work at a hospital.
I work at a hospital. My house is cleaner than most.
And I got pulled with a Craig. Got fired on my day off, so I've been in the house for the last week. So I'm pretty much non-contagious. She like,
Nah.
My house is probably cleaner than most.
Yeah, we always got the alcohol and the disinfectant.
Oh, yeah, they say alcohol kills all.
Not the drinking alcohol.
Between the alcohol?
See, his mind went straight to drinking alcohol when I was talking about rubbing alcohol. That tells you why I don't drink when I'm over here with him.
Between the alcohol in my system and the vitamins, I should be immune to almost anything.
The alcohol sweating out his pores is enough to kill whatever virus gets on him.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what y'all think. Anyway, what was you drinking? Hennessy? Y'all drink kind of rich there, nephew.
I had a bottle of a white Hennessy, but I had that bottle for like 8 months.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we had some special punch from my Uncle Gene that we mixed some of that white Hennessy with. And yeah, it's getting a little turned up in here today, boy.
So yeah, and then
what is that white Hennessy? What is that?
White.
I mean,
you can only
the taste. I know what Hennessy is, but white Hennessy.
You can only get white Hennessy when somebody's going to like the Caribbean.
It's a cognac. It's I really don't see that too special about it. I mean, it's good. I'm a 1738 XO drinker, so white Hennessy is cool, but you know, I'm a Remy drinker myself.
Nisi, check his page about 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how we'll you see all that crap he talking right now?
Hey,
he might post a picture with his eyes wide shut, talking about I left 151's house.
I'm gonna be home before 1 o'clock today.
At 8 o'clock, and I'm just now getting here at 2.
Hey, I still remember those 2 hours, those three of those 5 hours. I still know what the fuck happened. I made it home. I ain't had no dents in the car, and I ain't had no body, so I think it was a good night. At least so far. That was almost a month ago, so I ain't.
Well, I know Kimi don't drive, so I hope you drive safely.
Yeah,
oh yeah, definitely. I didn't even know. Like I said, past experiences, and I'm only like 10, 15 minutes away. I just don't know why it took me 5 hours to get home when I was only 15, 20 minutes away. But that's for another therapy session another day. It might come out with fresh memory or something. I don't know.
Oh, you guys, I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. So this is the time I can look at my phone and see Kimi at 3 o'clock or at 6, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because we all on Eastern time. I'm just down here south.
Just had my heart pumping a little hard when you first called in. Well, I thought somebody had caught up with me.
Who did you think it was?
Huh?
Kimi didn't catch my voice?
I don't know, hey man. Folks,
I didn't catch it at first on
There's a lot of
DC.
different software out here that can change voices online too, man. I heard
I didn't
nephew.
catch
Oh, yeah.
I used to hear nephew, so that's how I was like, oh, somebody coming back for me.
Yeah, well, you got the number out there, so they might, it's publicized now.
I can give you. You can call that number. I can give you CP3's personal number too.
No, man, my number ain't going on there. I got a Zoom number that we gonna be using that you gonna see. But now you ain't getting the private circuit. I had that number for 25 years. I already got enough old calling my phone. I don't need none of these new crazy folks calling my phone. I got the old crazy ones still.
CP3 is in line looking for a MILF cougar at the same time.
Hey man, look, it's hard out here for. I'm looking for a sponsor. You know, if you
He's
got a
looking
little,
for a MILF
you got a
cougar.
little expendable income, and I'm willing to throw a little thrust for some must. Just let me know what it is. I got bills to pay. I got some things I'm trying to do. I'm trying some trips I'm trying to make. I got some new gear I'm trying to cop. I'm just trying to find some companionship in this COVID single life issues that I'm having right now.
He has a new song called "Shake Your Geritol."
Oh, my goodness.
Ben gay, man.
Oh.
Y'all are fucked up. A comedy. Hey, maybe y'all can get y'all an HBO show.
That's our goal. That is our goal.
That's our goal, because this man puts the arthritis.
And if you drink, I don't know what you're gonna get. You might get Foot, you might get CP3, you might get Black Dr. Phil. Who knows? It's always an adventure when I'm on there.
Oh Lord. But I mean, hopefully we can transition this to as the show is growing and we're building a better audience on EC.
Definitely.
It took a while to get it back to the way I wanted at the GOP pass. But we coming together.
Oh yeah, definitely. Got a great partner. We're gonna make this thing work. We got a lot of things in the works, and that's definitely our goal to get onto some mainstream. Spot us just talking, having fun, talking real stuff, trying to educate, and having a good time at the same time. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. That's definitely one of our goals.
Because people will listen if you're not yelling and, saying this is the right way. You just giving your opinion.
Exactly.
And you're either educating somebody or making them laugh.
That's our goal. That's always been my goal every day, to try to awaken or give some folks some insight, because I wouldn't be where I was if somebody else didn't do it for me.
All right, cool.
And everybody get out and rock that vote.
Yep.
Well, we got a primary coming up, so we got to.
Yeah.
But you got.
Definitely. So we about to end this on these. I'm about to play some videos. Today's show was sponsored by Wine and White Hennessy.
And Eric Kuzma,
I'll say Troy Gang, Hustle and Curbs, and Repeat.com, and FTD Creative Minds. Sports on the Hill, and what the name of the show? Oh yeah, At the Bar.
All right, it's CP3 about to get ready to sign off on my feed while he plays the videos. If you want to check out the videos he's about to play, go look him up on YouTube. 151 At the Bar Radio to check out the new videos he's about to drop.
Actually, you can look it up as At the Bar Podcast.
At the Bar Podcast, my bad, At the Bar Podcast. And make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Sports on the Hill Podcast, True Radio Network. We'll be streaming just like we are today, talking Capitals, Nationals, a little bit of Washington football team, and whatever else we feel like talking about with sports related. Check out sportsothp.com. Go click the link for the apparel line. You can cop some Sports OTHP gear, District of Champions gear, and shameless plugs, and I'm out.
All right, bet. So, Anicia, I love you. I'm about to hang up, and I'm about to play these videos. I'm out.
Hey, love you too.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
That's funny. That was my aunt Niecy. CPT was shook. He was like, "Yo, who is this?"
My heart was beating like I just got pulled over by the police and I had a half a pound in the backseat. Hold up. She said, nephew, about
This joint is
This shit amazing,
this
man. This fella
Salute my aunt Niecy.
traveling, seeing new things.
CPT was sweating out his motherfucker, y'all.
Look at my life, look at my life, this is the life. Look at my ice, around my neck it's shining bright. Look at my life, this is the life, this is the life. Look at my life, this is the life, this is the life of a superstar, of a rock star. Look at my life, look at my life, this is the life. Look at my ice, around my neck it's shining bright. Look at my life, I paid the price, I pray at night. God make it right. Different city, bright lights. This song slide. VVS all of my ice. I love this life. I can't complain, this life is tight. Everybody showing love. Now they wanna hold some. You want shooting in the gym. No time for no new friends. Your energy throwing me off. I'ma just blow it all. Money call, I can't ignore it. I'm too faded, shit be blurry. Y'all niggas don't stand a chance. My niggas stay pulling strings. Money me is this shit about cream. Bad bitch wanna feel my breeze. Perk 30, that's sick of peas. Take a flight, nigga, I'm overseas. Look at my life, look at my life, this is the life. Look at my ice, around my neck it's shining bright. Look at my life, this is the life, this is the life. Look at my life, this is the life, this is the life of a superstar, of a rock star.
I know they understand. I know it can't just be me, y'all. I know they understand, my man. I'm from the city where the fat niggas die too. Don't nobody know you run my way, then don't slide through. And don't get it twisted, slim, my young niggas ride too. What get you hit? Leaking out your fit like a side boob. You been lied to. I heard the meek shall inherit the earth. With being meek unless you mills, you'll inherit a hearse. Hustler's heart, I inherit at birth. So if the 9 to 5 don't feed my kid shit, I do whatever that works. I'm selling weed, water, pistols, and prescriptions for perks. Selling fish gills and still selling bread at the church. It ain't nothing to make a zip flip twice on the first. I got $1 million mind to put my life in reverse. So what I'm supposed to do? Just let the money sit there? I ain't where I want to be. I flip up till I get there. In this world, I know this even freedom ain't free. And the rich get rich by daily praying on the weak. I know it can't just be me, Lord. I know y'all understand. I know it can't just be me, y'all. I know they understand, my man. I'm a young Trinity boy, Southside thuggin', making something out of nothing, so the whole world love them. Speed light for my G's over keys and percussion, so they can see past D's yelling freeze while they hustling. T told me a few weeks before they cuffed him, only winners eat dinner. If you loafing, then you lunching. Let that breathe, I think he was on to something. Only winners eat dinner. If you loafing, then you lunching. I feel like you finally sunk in. Whether you got work or gotta work, either way, you gotta punch in. All this sleeping to get you tucked in, but don't be flipping for them tricks, get rich and stunt then. This $1 billion business and clearly I want in. Speed limit 65, my drive on 110. I'm from the land of the free and the home of the brave. When you're a slave if you ain't getting paid, I know it can't just be me.
Already here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just seen Ace Hood, and real genuine dude. I salute you, man. I salute you. Like, just your humble and stuff. I appreciate that.
Yeah, at the bar radio.
You already know this the king of Philly, man. At the bar radio, man. You already right.
Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one to always really talk about. And you don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
At the bar radio here with Ace Hood. As you can see, he's already at the bar because he got some Ciroc. But I got to say, we just seen Ace Hood and real genuine. I salute you, man. I salute you.
Why try to stand against something you can't drop? Shoot at your bros but avoid ops. Hot internet shit or you love cops. Posting them guns but they just props. Shooting that shit with no hesitation. Rappers dying and dying from situations. Trying to get a name, wanna be famous. Next time you see him, Betty color banking. And the bitch you would stink. I don't like her fragrance. Keep her all up in your business. And that shit is dumb and dangerous. You got pics with niggas you don't even bang with. BFF is what you be claiming. Watch his back, see his twisted fingers. SMH niggas getting lame. I fail to see the signs, nigga, he a Kramer. Nina on me and she reading the blitz. Scratching her back when she tapping my hip. You run out the head and the rest out the clip. Chip on your shoulder, I'm taking it. When I'm hungry, ain't doing that waiting shit. Understanding sometimes it take patient pimp. Going hard whenever it's gangster shit. I've been the problem, I've been trying to avoid. Frankenstein face the mob with the torch. Mustangs if we all talking horses. Basketball, I ain't into that court shit. Nike, only time that I'm forcing. Independent might do an endorsement. She on top, I just know she adore me. 3-6 favorite album was choice.
Start to get wealthy, now I see what money do. Bitches running wild, throwing pussy, getting loose. Trying to do everything for attention, get choose. But I pass on that off, I don't need them, I refuse. Only chasing that bag for the abundance I abuse. Ducking the law, federal looking for clues. Y'all niggas hot, so y'all working for blues. This is just me, I'm just using my tools. I'm a drippy little nigga, I'm speaking the truth. Always boss status, enforcing the rules. Can never let the next nigga tell me what to do. Started rapping in jail, never been in the booth. Trying to make my own way and get in the loop. Everywhere I go, I gotta keep my tool. Pussy ass nigga, you know I'm a fool. And I'm pouring up green and you know it's the
Bought the bus a plate, move 100 pounds and I'm straight. Level up, boy, I'm a shake. Pull off the cape, catch a nigga hood where you stay. Stolen bucket, trunk full of drakes. Point out the jug and them boys gonna move. Ain't got no sense when them boys trying to shoot. Stay maxed up and always in pursuit. Niggas so savage when they coming for the loot. Banner boy thugger and they call me Big Op. Stay in the kitchen and whip up the drop. Dropping the prices and stacking the guap. Smoking no run so my homies can shop. Bang out the cut, selling 20s in half. Beans on the gap, ready.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Give thanks to my grandma for raising me. I'm like, oh yeah, 'cause basically I don't believe I would've made it. See, oh yeah. Trying to separate how my father just favored me, oh yeah. Hearing the same shit repeated over latency, oh yeah. Wanted to run that block, but I was in the house, oh yeah. Talking shit to them critics, washing out my mouth, oh yeah. To whom I showed disrespect, I apologize, oh yeah. It's hard to keep it straight when your close partner die, oh yeah. Sleeping with his funeral pamphlet by your side. When it comes to the shit, I figure I ain't gotta lie. So let a young nigga just go and testify, oh yeah. The mistakes I made, a nigga specify, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we been straight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you been fake. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh making assumptions like, oh yeah, we all the same cause we came up just from nothing, oh yeah. Now seeing my father calling my grandmother like, oh yeah. So many years I suffered, my heart punctured, I'm oh yeah. Fuck, I'm worried about a hater for they goosing and ducking. Niggas love her cause they always wondering who she fucking. I don't even stress no more cause I don't even really gotta trust them. And I don't care if they twin sisters or cousins. I can't stay young forever, I just live a lot like, oh yeah. No mom, no pops, just grams with these grams hit the block, oh yeah. This rap game I already know, nigga, I been had it locked, oh yeah. If we in a way, then change your lane, cause we never gon' stop, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we been straight. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you been fake. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I was just fucking at that. No, I don't trust you. Give me that guap. You can get touched quick, plug out Cali. You know, did you know when we hop out the van, go run, cut the coach. I was just cutting the old side, sitting real comfy. And she in Safana with signing real country. Who's that calling? You know it's a junkie. Gas so loud, yeah, it smells so funky. Can't hang with no yes man, niggas be flunky. He tried to backdoor me, but he was unlucky. 100 rounds, send him right in this rugby. 100 rounds, send him right in this rugby. You know I be coolin', but my niggas don't fuck shit. Rock and roll, put that nigga on punk shit. We be smoking gas when we up in the function. All kind of shit going, it's a conjunction. I was just fucking at that. No, I don't trust shit. Give me that guap. You can get touched quick, plug out Cali. You know, did you know when we hop out the van, go run, cut the coach. I was just cutting the old side, sitting real comfy. And she in Safana with signing real country. Who's that calling? You know it's a junkie. Gas so loud, yeah, it smelling so funky. I was just fucking at that. No, I don't trust shit. Give me that guap. You can get touched quick, plug out Cali. You know, did you know when we hop out the van, go run, cut the coach. I was just cutting the old side, sitting real comfy. And she in Safana with signing real country. Who's that calling? You know it's a junkie. Gas so loud, yeah, it smelling so funky. You know my niggas be murdering. This is a burglary. I got the 30. Bro got the birdie. Niggas ain't heard of me, I make her hurt. You know I can't know exterminate. Name on the jersey. That's up with the 38. My head is 38. Block, yeah, I circulate, twisting and turning. Twisting the blunt, never leaving the burner. Getting that guap, cause I know that I earned it. Changing the rules, yeah, I'm glad that I learned. Fucked up a few times, nobody is perfect. These niggas be hating. I see it now. Fucking this hoe, yeah. Run the shit up, young nigga stack. I'm feeding that. We ain't get it up, got the hand out. Greedy now. Fucking at that. No, I don't trust shit. Give me that guap. You can get touched, plug out Cali. You know, did you know when we hop out the van, go run, cut the coach. I was just coolin' the old side, sitting real comfy. And she in Safana with signing real country. Who's that calling? You know it's a junkie. Gas so loud, yeah, it smelling so funky. I was just fucking at that. No, I don't trust shit. Give me that guap. You can get touched, plug out Cali. You know, did you know when we hop out the van, go run, cut the coach. I was just coolin' the old side, sitting real comfy. And she in Safana with signing real country. Who's that calling? You know it's a junkie. Gas so loud, yeah, it smelling so funky.
Like 10 minutes left, so I'm just playing.
Oh my god, Baby W. Ay, 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 ay. Cheer, 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 baby. Baby W. Baby W.
Baby W, and I walk with a switch. Baby W, ass and my titties thick. Baby W, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch, and I walk with a switch. Baby W, and I walk with a switch. Baby W, ass and my titties thick. Baby W, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch, and I walk with a switch. He's wanna run up in this pussy like a crash dummy. Cash money, only want that cash money. He ain't got a nigga, don't ask for me. Melon poppin', who you stoppin'? Bitch, my pussy upscale. Still your man, cause I know he like his girls BBW. Drake said it best, so thick, everybody else in the room is so uncomfortable. Queen size, so you know I can relate. I've been carrying my weight, so your bitch, she gon' hate. She call me fat, whole time a nigga begging me to come throw it back. Begging me to sit it in his lap. Dreams of fucking on a bitch to rap. He grabbing on my fupa, thanking God like hallelujah. I don't don't even want his dick. I'd rather run up all his moolah. Where's your bankroll, nigga? Point me to the stash. And don't be surprised if I ask where the cash at. What a bag at? Pussy and my ass fat. Looking for a sugar daddy who ain't afraid to run it up, who ain't afraid to spend them bucks. Keep the weed up in my blunt. BBW, and I walk with a switch. BBW, ass and my titties thick. BBW, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch. And I walk with a switch. BBW, and I walk with a switch. BBW, ass and my titties thick. BBW, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch. And I walk with a switch. He slides up in my DM as if I wanna freak him, but first he need to buy me a BMW. I like big girl toys cause I'm BBW. Hold the nigga lift weights cause I'm BBW. I'm sexy, don't stress me. All the talk is cheap, nigga bless me. I like money in my pocket, cheese in my wallet. Real big checks, I like the raptor. Posits, who you sleeping on? It's Alana DeVille. Who you freaking on? Not Alana DeVille. I like big bills, never miss meals. Flows ice cold, give a bitch chill. Niggas too geeked up, can't even chill. Send a nigga packing, I'm too trill. Like Trillville, he wants some cut. No money, he can't even fill on my butt. Too bad they underestimated me. Now it's your bitch in the cut hating on me. BBW, and I walk with a switch. BBW, ass and my titties thick. BBW, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch. And I walk with a switch. BBW, and I walk with a switch. BBW, ass and my titties thick. BBW, and that bitch hella thick. And I walk with a switch. And I walk with a switch.
Ghost. I know you do making major moves out here in these streets. Your name's ringing all over the 7 cities. We need to make something happen real big. So I'm gonna trust you. Vente paquete, and I want you to handle your business.
I got you, boss.
Yeah, you solid.
Already.
Watch,
what's up? You got me on some bullshit in here. See, Amigo back then used to be like your Mexican homie. But see, we in 2019, so your Amigo is like your Spanish friend, your Spanish connect, you dig?
Young OG the boss. Need a pass, it's gon' cost. Oh, you don't understand. In these streets, I'm the man. See, I feed the block. Keep the 30 to stock. See, I am the plug. I can show you some love. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Hopping out the Audi, see them rings on it. Back-to-back champ, win a team on it. 40 in it, got a laser beam on it. Promethazine, make a nigga lean from it. Whoa, riding through the city like Diddy with it. A G unit with me, but got a 50 hidden. Made banks off the yayo like 50 flipped it. Had him hypnotized like Biggie did it. Whoa, smooth criminal like Mike Jackson. And my life's a thriller, don't get your mic jacked. Young OG, that's your OG. From Baisley Projects to the whole East. Big dog status, cool Joe. I done played the block like Nuke bowl. Cook a nigga noodle like risotto. Turn summer in a winter from the Costco. Rubber band banks like Tip Harris. You miss too many days, you a bit Ferris. The money going around like a big Ferris. Wheeling them wheels was a big purchase. Diamonds on me dancing through the two-step. They only made 3, is only 2 left. If your homie hate, we let the 2 bug. So tell that pussy nigga pull up. Young OG the boss. Need a pass, it's gon' cost. Oh, you don't understand. In these streets, I'm the man. See, I feed the block. Keep the 30 to stock. See, I am the plug. I can show you some love. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now.
Cash money. It's me and you, baby.
Yes.
How many jewels you need, you got. Just take it straight to the top, 100, baby. Keep kicking the knowledge to the youngins out there. You need it, baby. All right? Whatever you need, you got. Me and you. All right? All right.
Pull up to your block like hello. Oh, you hard, but you shaking like jello. You was made to be a puppet, no Geppetto. Well, I was in the hood shooting like Mello. Hustled off the muscle trying to see a way. Had to move to brown like E&J. Had to move to white like baby powder. Got gifts off the boy like a baby shower. Thug motivation like Young Jeezy. For that young money like Lil Weezy. If I front, you better pay me like you fucking need me. Cause for that bread, you'll get pressed like a panini. Big dog status, Clifford. I done played the block like Griffin. I done balled out like MJ Swish. I mean with the fall like Pippen. Rubber band banks like Tip Harris. You miss so many days, you a bit Ferris. The money going around like a big Ferris. Wheels in the crib was a big purchase. Diamonds on me dancing, you the Millie ride. Try to steal my juice, I let the semi pie. The renters gonna shut down the city block. The white seat your ass while the city watch. Young OG the boss. Need a pass, it's gon' cost. Oh, you don't understand. In these streets, I'm the man. See, I feed the block. Keep the 30 to stock. See, I am the plug. I can show you some love. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up, pull up. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now. Pull up to Amigo right now.
You want to go to your wrestling show?
That's going to some other stuff interviewing the local wrestlers.
Nigga,
you giving that idea? I remember we talked about it.
I told you about that a while ago.
So
shit.
Shawty, I cuss her, she pricey. She wish her nigga was like me. She want a nigga that's icy. Took your bitch, now your man wanna fight me. When she suck on my dick, she don't bite me. Suck on me like she wanna be wifey. I get money, you know that excite me. I know you niggas don't like 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 me. Yeah, ready, set, go. Infrared beam, put it right at your throat. Got a banana, but not from the boat. Big ol' banana, it come with a scope. Yeah, you don't want smoke, you don't want me to unzip in the coat. I up the fat, then I spit with the poke. This on my thigh, I might sniff on no coke. Yeah, I got your hoe feeling on me, now she ready to go. Back to the crib on her knees looking push. She got me skeeting all over her nose. Yeah, she freaky, she gross. She get with me, she be doing the most. She cook me breakfast, she butter my toast. Topping the whip, make me swerve on the road. Yeah, we do the most. They hate on me, but they know I'm the GOAT. I got some killers around me that go. Nigga, you pussy, you will get exposed. Up with the blick up, I feel you with hoes. No fake niggas with me, no, we don't do those. She be looking at me like what you do to your nose. I told that bitch she act like that, that's on her clothes. I know you niggas don't like me. 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 Shawty, I cuss her, she pricey. She wish her nigga was like me. She want a nigga that's icy. Took your bitch, now your man wanna fight me. When she suck on my dick, she don't bite me. Suck on me like she wanna be wifey. I get money, you know that excite me. I know you niggas don't like me.